Forget everything you think you know about Viagra. Today I'm going to show you a simple drink made from just 3 ingredients that can naturally boost your erections and support your heart health. And look, I know what some of you might be thinking right now. You're sitting there going, here we go, another miracle cure that doesn't actually work. I get it, I really do. But stick with me here, because after more than 20 years as a doctor, I've seen what actually works and what's just a load of rubbish. Have you noticed changes in your mood lately? Maybe your energy levels aren't what they used to be. Perhaps things in the bedroom aren't quite firing on all cylinders anymore. Listen, you're not alone, mate. Not by a long shot. Studies show that more than 30 million men in America alone deal with erectile dysfunction, and cardiovascular issues are just as common.
Here in New Zealand, the numbers are proportionally similar, and I see blokes walking into my clinic every single week dealing with these exact problems. Now, what if I told you there's a natural way to not only improve your heart health, but also give your libido a proper boost? No prescription needed, no awkward conversations at the pharmacy, just 3 simple ingredients you can pick up at your local Countdown or New World. I'm going to walk you through the science behind each ingredient, explain exactly why they work, and show you how to put it all together. And here's the thing that really gets me excited about this. Unlike those little blue pills that give you a temporary fix, this approach actually addresses the root causes of what's going on in your body. We're talking about real, lasting improvements. Now, I had a patient come see me about 18 months ago. Good Kiwi bloke, 63 years old, been married for 35 years. He sat down in my office and he said to me, "Doc, I feel like I'm letting my wife down. I've tried the medications, but they give me headaches and I hate being dependent on a pill." Sound familiar to anyone? This fella started using what I'm about to share with you, and within about 6 weeks he came back with a grin on his face. Said he felt like he'd turned back the clock 10 years. I know some of you older fellas might be thinking, look, I'm past it. An old tree can't grow new leaves. I hear that sentiment a lot, and I want to address it head on. Your body still has an incredible capacity to heal and improve at any age. I've seen men in their 70s make remarkable turnarounds. It's not about becoming 21 again. It's about being the best version of yourself right now. And that's absolutely achievable. Right, let's crack into it. I'm going to explain what each ingredient does and why this combination is so powerful. First up, we've got eggs. Now, eggs have been a breakfast staple forever, haven't they? Here in New Zealand, we love our eggs on toast, eggs with bacon, eggs pretty much any way you can cook them. But eggs aren't just delicious. They're packed with nutrients that are absolutely crucial for both heart health and sexual function. Since the early 1900s, eggs have been popular in fitness and bodybuilding circles. People have always known they're great for building muscle and providing energy. But here's what most people don't realize. Eggs contain specific compounds that directly support erectile function and cardiovascular health. Let me break this down for you. Eggs are loaded with essential amino acids, vitamins, and healthy fats that your body needs. One of the most important amino acids found in eggs is L-arginine. Now, L-arginine plays a massive role in improving blood flow throughout your body. It does this by producing something called nitric oxide. This compound relaxes your blood vessels and promotes better circulation. And better circulation means better blood flow to your heart, your brain, and yes, to other parts of your body that benefit from increased blood flow, if you catch my drift. The American Heart Association has conducted studies showing that men who consume more L-arginine see improvements in blood flow of 20 to 30%. That's a significant increase, and it directly translates to improved erectile function. But wait, there's more to eggs than just L-arginine. Eggs are also rich in choline. This nutrient is absolutely critical for brain health, but it also helps regulate cortisol levels in your body. Now, why does that matter? Well, when your cortisol levels are too high, it can really mess with your testosterone. High cortisol leads to lower testosterone, and that affects your mood, your energy, and your sex drive. By eating foods high in choline, like eggs, you help keep cortisol under control. This supports hormonal balance, which improves energy and overall performance. And here's another beauty. Eggs, especially the yolks, contain vitamin D. This vitamin is essential for testosterone production. Low vitamin D levels are linked to reduced libido and low energy, particularly in men over 50. So by eating eggs regularly, you're supporting your testosterone levels naturally. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Eggs work in a similar way to VIAGRA, but through a different mechanism. VIAGRA works by increasing blood flow to the penis to achieve and maintain erections. It's effective, but it's temporary and can have side effects. Eggs improve blood flow naturally through L-arginine and nitric oxide production. The beauty of this approach is that it's sustainable, and it doesn't come with the headaches, flushing, or other side effects that many men experience with medications. One large egg contains about 147 milligrams of choline, which is roughly 27% of your recommended daily intake. That's pretty impressive for such a small package. Processed protein powders, by comparison, contain little to no choline, so they don't offer these stress-reducing benefits that are so important for sexual health. Here's a top tip for you. Try to eat your eggs within 2 hours of waking up. This kickstarts your metabolism and gets those nutrients working for you early in the day. And if you can, go for free-range eggs from pasture-raised hens. Here in New Zealand, we've got some fantastic options. These eggs contain up to 3 times more omega-3 fatty acids and vitamin D than conventional eggs. The chooks that produce them are out on grass, living their best lives, and that translates to better nutrition for you. All these nutrients work together to improve heart health, circulation, and hormonal balance.
Pretty amazing what a humble egg can do, isn't it? Now that you understand how eggs can boost your performance in heart health, let's move on to the second ingredient that's going to take things to another level. Yoghurt. Now, VIAGRA targets blood flow to improve sexual performance, and that's fine as far as it goes. But it doesn't address the underlying factors that affect cardiovascular and sexual health. One of those factors is inflammation. Chronic low-grade inflammation in your body can wreak havoc on your circulation and energy levels. This is where yogurt comes in. The high probiotic content in yogurt naturally reduces inflammation and supports gut health. And here's something that might surprise you. There's growing recognition in the medical community that gut health has a direct impact on heart health and erectile function. It might sound strange, but your gut and your groin are more connected than you might think.
Yogurt has been a dietary staple for centuries, and it's popular here in New Zealand for good reason. It's versatile, it's delicious, and it's packed with probiotics. These beneficial microorganisms help restore healthy gut flora, reduce inflammation, and improve your body's ability to digest food and absorb nutrients. Why does this matter for circulation and heart health? Well, chronic inflammation is linked to cardiovascular problems. When your body is in a constant state of low-level inflammation, it affects your blood vessels and reduces their ability to function properly. Harvard researchers found that men with balanced gut bacteria showed up to 30% fewer inflammation markers. This promoted healthier circulation and better energy levels. Yoghurt is also an excellent source of calcium and potassium. These minerals help regulate blood pressure. High blood pressure puts extra strain on your cardiovascular system, reduces circulation, and impacts your stamina. Studies from the National Institutes of Health show that adding yogurt to your daily diet can reduce high blood pressure by up to 20%. That's a significant improvement that directly benefits your heart performance and, by extension, your performance in other areas. Yoghurt also provides vitamin D, which, as I mentioned earlier, helps boost testosterone, energy, and mood. Low vitamin D is associated with reduced libido and energy in men, especially as we get older. Now, if you want to maximize the benefits of yogurt, choose unsweetened Greek or Icelandic yogurt. Full-fat versions are best. These types of yogurt are higher in protein, contain healthy fats, and support digestion, energy, and gut health. Avoid the flavored varieties that are loaded with sugar. They might taste good, but they're not doing you any favors. So we've covered eggs for blood flow and hormonal support, and yogurt for reducing inflammation and supporting gut health. But there's one more ingredient that ties this all together beautifully: bananas. Both bananas and VIAGRA improve circulation. But bananas do it by regulating blood pressure through potassium. The potassium in bananas counteracts sodium, which can strain your heart and restrict blood flow, including to areas important for sexual health. Bananas are rich in potassium and magnesium. These two minerals are essential for cardiovascular and muscle health. They have a direct impact on performance and stamina. Potassium is particularly beneficial for circulation because it balances sodium levels in your body to regulate blood pressure. Lower blood pressure means less strain on your heart and improved blood flow throughout your body. According to the American Heart Association, potassium-rich diets, like those including bananas, can reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease by 27%. That's a substantial reduction from something as simple as eating a banana. Magnesium, another key nutrient in bananas, helps with muscle recovery and reduces stress and anxiety. Low magnesium levels can lead to fatigue and anxiety, which can harm both stamina and libido. One banana contains about 8% of your recommended daily magnesium intake. Magnesium helps calm your nervous system, promotes restful sleep, and is important for testosterone production and overall health. Bananas also contain resistant starch and natural sugars that provide a quick energy boost without causing blood sugar spikes. This is particularly important for sustained performance. Unlike caffeine or sugary drinks that give you a temporary buzz followed by a crash, bananas provide stable, lasting energy. For best results, eat bananas that are slightly less ripe. The greener ones contain more resistant starch, which is a slowly digested carbohydrate that helps stabilize blood sugar levels and provides energy for longer periods. Combine bananas with a protein source, like yogurt or nuts. This helps stabilize energy levels and supports muscle recovery. Right, so now you know that eggs, bananas, and yogurt are powerful ingredients for improving circulation, heart health, and energy. It's time to combine these into a simple and delicious recipe. Here's what you need: 1 egg, 1 banana, and about half a cup of yogurt. That's it. 3 ingredients. Let's put it together. Start by cracking the egg into a bowl and whisking it until it's smooth. Peel the banana and cut it into small pieces. Put the banana pieces, yogurt, and egg into a blender. Blend the mixture until it's smooth and creamy. Pour the drink into a glass. If you like, you can add a bit of honey to make it sweeter. Enjoy this drink in the morning or evening to feel the difference. I personally reckon mornings are best because it gets your metabolism going and gives you energy for the day. Now, here are some tips to get the most out of this recipe. Choose organic free-range eggs. Here in New Zealand, look for eggs from pasture-raised hens. These eggs contain more omega-3, vitamin D, and other nutrients that improve your health. Pasteurized eggs can be consumed raw safely, so don't worry about that. Choose full-fat, unsweetened Greek or Icelandic yogurt. These options are rich in protein and healthy fats. They help you absorb vitamin D and keep you feeling full longer. Anchor and Raglan. Coconut yogurt do some great options that you can find at most supermarkets. If you want a sweeter taste, add a teaspoon of honey or a pinch of cinnamon. Both are delicious and have their own health benefits. Cinnamon is rich in antioxidants and promotes circulation. Ginger is another great addition with anti-inflammatory properties. If you prefer a creamier consistency, add a handful of crushed ice or some almond milk instead of water. Almond milk contains vitamin E, which is good for your skin and heart. It's a lovely addition to this smoothie. This smoothie gives you sustained energy, supports your metabolism, and boosts your stamina. Drink it in the morning to get going and support your metabolism throughout the day. The combination of these nutrient-rich ingredients gives your body a boost of energy, heart health, and vitality. Try the smoothie as part of your morning routine, and you'll notice the difference. I've had heaps of patients tell me they feel more energetic, more alert, and yes, more ready for action after making this a regular habit. Now, before I wrap up, I want to share one more thing with you. This is something that most men don't know about, but it can make a huge difference. We've talked about nutrition, but there's also a simple exercise you can do that strengthens the muscles directly responsible for erections. I'm talking about pelvic floor exercises, also known as Kegel exercises. These were originally developed in the 1940s for women after childbirth, but they've proven to be incredibly effective for men with erectile dysfunction. The strength of the muscles responsible for erection is enhanced through pelvic floor exercises, particularly the bulbocavernosus muscle, which pumps blood to the penis. If these muscles are weak, it can lead to poor circulation and weaker erections. This is backed by science. A study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine showed that men who performed daily pelvic floor exercises improved their erectile function, with an increase of 40% after just 3 months. That's a massive improvement from an exercise you can do anywhere, anytime, without anyone knowing. Here's the most surprising thing. Most men don't even know they can test their pelvic floor strength at home. To do this, Simply try to stop the flow of urine midstream next time you're in the bathroom. If you have difficulty, your pelvic floor muscles need strengthening. Here's how to do Kegel exercises. First, identify the muscles by stopping your urine flow. These are the muscles you want to target. Then, tighten these muscles and hold the contraction for 5 seconds. Release and repeat. Do this 10 to 15 times. Try to do 3 sets per day. To make these exercises even more effective, combine them with breathing exercises. Kegel exercises and diaphragmatic breathing together can increase blood flow. If you stick to this routine, you should see results within 2 to 4 weeks. Men report that these exercises help them achieve stronger and longer-lasting erections. And the best part is, there are no side effects, no prescriptions, and no cost. So let me summarise what we've covered today. You've got a powerful 3-ingredient smoothie made from eggs, yogurt, and bananas. Each ingredient works in its own way to support blood flow, reduce inflammation, balance hormones, and boost energy. Combined, they create a natural alternative to medication that addresses the root causes of erectile dysfunction and cardiovascular issues. On top of that, you've got pelvic floor exercises that directly strengthen the muscles involved in achieving and maintaining erections. Now, I want to hear from you. Are you going to give this a go? Drop a comment below and let me know. If you've already tried something similar, I'd love to hear about your experience. And for those of you who try this, come back in a few weeks and tell me how you're getting on. Your feedback helps other blokes who might be in the same boat. Look, I know it can be hard to talk about these things. There's still a bit of stigma around men's sexual health, which is a shame because it affects so many of us. But the more we talk about it openly, the more we can help each other. If you found this helpful, please share it with your mates. You never know who might be struggling with the same issues, but too embarrassed to bring it up. A simple share could make a real difference in someone's life. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more tips on health and well-being. I've been a doctor for over 20 years, and my mission is to help people like you live healthier, happier lives using natural approaches wherever possible. Remember, it doesn't matter how old you are. Your body still has the ability to improve and heal. You're not past it. You've just been missing the right information. Now you've got it. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.